Happy Sunday, everybody. The struggle is real. The struggle is real. And I know that I shouldn't make light in times like this, but my struggle of today is not about world conditions, but of trying to decide what color I'm going to put in my hair. I've been looking at colors and I just can't decide. And then I thought, you know what? I might as well just bring this to my awesome audience on here to have you guys help me figure this out. If you will be sweet dears and do that, I would really greatly appreciate it. But, we'll see. We'll see if somebody comes up with it. Maybe I'll do a poll. Maybe that's what I should do. I should just do a poll of, what color should Kendall do in her hair? Because I did this turquoise color. I don't even think you can see it at all anymore. It's washed out. It's completely washed out. But I had this really pretty turquoise color going. Hey, how are you, Lowell? And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to just ask because I'm going to just try to figure this out. So here are my options. My options are a really beautiful purple, a really pretty like emerald green, the same old teal turquoise color, hot pink, or I kind of like this one a lot, but I don't know if my hairdresser is going to like it very much. She's going to like pull her hair out anyway when she finds out what I want to do. But I was also contemplating doing the like a royal blue, the emerald green, and streak throughout my hair, so to have that blended with the blonde. I don't know. There you go. There's my vain comment of the day. So I'm not changing my whole hair color. I'm staying blonde. Okay, staying blonde. I've been black. I've been red. I'm born a brunette, but you know what? I'm not changing from my blonde. I like adding just a little bit of color. It's playful. It's fun. It's easy, and it gives me that little spice that, to change things up without really massively changing things up. So yeah, so there's the choices. Hot pink, purple, emerald green, the same old teal that I did a couple months ago, or a combination of royal blue, emerald green, and purple for kind of like a mermaid theme. That's what I was kind of thinking there. So I don't know. We'll see. If you guys give me your thoughts, comments on it, I'd highly appreciate it. I'll probably put a poll up just for the hell of it on my profile. If you're friends with me, then you can go ahead and choose on that when I put that poll up. But otherwise, leave your ideas in the comment section. Okay? So there's the world crisis of today. No, not really. Not really. The world crisis of today is that as I was running around, it's Sunday and I took some time today. Well, I've been taking time every day. I normally take a lot of time in the morning, and I just was kind of chilling. And my youngest two are here with me this week. And, we've just it started out just this rainy day. Yesterday was a beautiful sunny day. I actually rescheduled my appointment. I had to deal with some other stuff in the matter and everything, but I rescheduled my client appointments and stuff and took my kids out rollerblading and roller skating out at a beautiful park and just took in the spring flowers. And the beautiful thing about where I live here in Texas is that, number one, we live in one of the most relaxed counties probably in the nation as far as it goes when it comes to the COVID stuff. So our county is so stinking relaxed. And where the city that I live in, we're all being very cautious, and everybody's, keeping their space, and a lot of people everybody's staying home and everything. But on a beautiful day at a big park that's, 50, 100 acres, then what do you have? You have a bunch of people that are out fishing and picnicking and roller skating and hiking and walking and, jogging and riding their bikes and everything. And it's just beautiful. It's beautiful to witness the families coming out and everybody taking in the real good stuff, which is those precious moments and the sunshine and the fresh air and just boosting the immune system and walking and getting the blood flowing. One of my clients sent me an article the other day. Him and I did a 6-foot coaching appointment walk through a local park, so we got lost and everything the other day. That was fun. But he sent me an article from the New York Times talking about how important it is to walk at this point in time, especially because our we should be walking, and a lot of us lead a lot more sedentary lives than what we should. But right now, with quarantine up on us and us getting into this stance of really, a lot of people are just literally laying around, spending a lot of time lounging on their couches, sleeping in, staying in bed. They're losing track of their, of their workout routines that they had, and they're not walking as much. They're not exercising as much. They're not even getting up and getting their steps in at all, because they're not going to the office. They're not going about. You're not going out to go do anything, right? So everybody's just kind of sitting at home. And what this is doing is it's causing a mass with our creative thinking, with our problem solving, with our hormones, with the way that we even think about the world. Because when we walk, being upright is very beneficial for our cognitive behavior as well. So it's really important to get out there and get moving. Anyway, that ended up like total tangent there about walking. So he sent me this whole article about that importance. And yesterday, that's what we went and did. It was just like play. We took a 3.5 mile walk with the kids on their roller skates and everything. And it was just, hey, people coming through, grandchild and daughter. All right, so we took this whole beautiful walk, and then this morning starts out, and it's rainy, and it's dreary, and it's overcast, and I'm like, I'm that person that's got to get out there and get going every single day. Like, I need to be moving. But what did we do? We baked chocolate chunk sour cream banana bread from scratch, made a great big mess in the kitchen, had a nice great big breakfast, been playing in the house and stuff, and now the sun is out, and what you hear coming in is like my kids coming back from a scooter run with their older brother. The blessings of having older children with younger children is that I can still keep doing what I do, and the kids are always being kept active. So the real topic of today is to stop trying to feel better. Is that not crazy? Coming from me, of all people, who's always feel better. Just pick that next best feeling thought, that next best feeling action, that next best feeling. Like, move up the emotional frequency scale through your feeling, how important your feelings are, right? And now today I'm going to tell you that you need to stop trying to feel better. You need to stop trying to feel better. You need to stop trying so hard to feel better. What am I saying? Am I telling you to go and just lounge around on the couch, be depressed, be mad, be sad, get into the doom and the gloom and all of that good stuff? No, that's not what I'm saying. What I am telling you is that in your trying to feel better, you are actually building up a resistance to feeling better, because you are judging yourself at a deep level inside, okay? So we all have this polarity inside of ourselves. We have the masculine and the feminine. Whether we are male or female is beside the point. We all have masculine and feminine energy. Tantra teaches us that. Lots of beautiful world spirituality historically teaches us that. If we go back 7,000, 8,000 years into spiritual and religious practices, we're going to find divine masculine and divine feminine. And we all have different amounts within us. So some men are a little bit more feminine natured. Then I'm not talking about sexual preferences here. I'm talking about maybe they're a little bit more nurturing. Maybe they're a little bit more creative. Maybe they're not quite as driven. Maybe they're more focused on certain things that you're more focused on the arts, on nature. That's all feminine nature, right? Maybe they're a little bit more emotional. Some women are more driven, more stern, more direct, more, crusade mentality. And that's more of a masculine mindset. And we all have this balance within inside ourselves, a beautiful harmony symbol here with inside of ourselves, as well as the polarity of masculine and feminine. What else do we exhibit throughout our lifetimes? Well, what we experience and what we feel through our lifetimes is nothing but polarity. We have failure, we have success, we feel good, we feel bad. There's night and there's day. There's positive and there's negative. This is constants with inside of us. So when we say, oh, I need to feel better, what are we actually doing? We are fighting that feeling that we're having right there. We are actually causing resistance, and resistance shows up in judgment. Okay, so this is where we start shaming ourselves. This is where we start guilting ourselves. This is where we start judging ourselves at these deep levels. And what is it saying? that we don't love ourselves, that we're not accepting of who we are. We're not accepting of the feelings that we're having right now. We're not accepting of the things that we're going through right now. We're thinking that, oh, it would just be better if I felt better. How do I make myself feel better? I'm gonna work harder. I'm gonna work smarter. I'm gonna really get in there. I'm really gonna focus. I'm gonna make sure that this project's all the way done. I'm gonna make sure that my house is tip-top clean. I'm gonna make sure that I'm doing this. I'm gonna make sure I'm doing da 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 da. Instead of just allowing ourselves to feel whatever we're feeling and saying thank you to the feeling. Just appreciating the feeling for being there, witnessing the feeling within inside of ourselves and embracing it. If we can learn how to love our darkness, our shadows, guess what? We expand our light. We expand our hearts. We heal the wounds. We go so much deeper than ignoring and trying to actually push those things away. When we push that shit away, what we do is we cause separation with inside of ourselves. And when we have separation inside of ourselves, well, we can't manifest anything. We really can't manifest anything good, that's for sure. Like, we're going to have a bunch of crap hit us, but we're not going to have the good stuff come. That's where the blessings start to cease. That's where we start to watch our manifestation level really come down, because we are having too critical of an eye on ourselves, and we're not practicing self-love. We're witnessing ourselves in the judgment state instead of a state of grace. So we got those two to choose from. We can either have compassion and grace for self, which is self-love, right? Or we can be critical with self, which is judgment, which is not self-love. This is where we damn ourselves. This is where we shame ourselves. So I want you to look today. I want you to really examine, because with our world, it's so easy to get caught up in a critical state. We are judging our neighbors, we're judging our family, we're judging people online, we're judging our government, we're judging other governments, we're judging the world and all these different things, we are right now so super hyper critical about so many things, and it's because we're based in fear right now. And fear comes from ego. It does not come from the soul. It does not come from light. It does not come from God. Fear comes from ego. Okay? So from that egoic state, this is where we're coming from, and that has us looking at all of this different stuff through these critical eyes, and we're casting stones left and right, and we're damning each other. But with that, we're also damning ourselves, right? We're damning ourselves because we're going, well, I can be better, right? I. And yes, that might sound like, well, isn't that what you're supposed to do? Aren't you supposed to get better? Aren't you supposed to work harder? Aren't you supposed to try harder? Aren't you supposed to do all this stuff? Because that's how you become an expanded, empowered, better person? Yes, absolutely. We're supposed to grow. We're supposed to change. We're supposed to look at things and problem solve it, because we're problem solvers. We're human beings, and we love to have a problem and we love to solve it. But when we try to solve the problem through a judgmental, critical eye, we're not coming at it from a state of love. We're coming at it again from a state of fear, a state of ego, a state of separation. And anytime we apply separation to something, we no longer see it clearly. We no longer really are in tune, in alignment to ourselves. So we within ourselves because of the polarities, and we're not comfortable in certain polarities. We look at some polarities as though they are evil, as though they are bad, but there is no such thing as a feeling. There's no such thing as an evil feeling. All of our emotions, everything that we feel, is healthy, natural, normal. We're supposed to feel that. That's our GPS system. It's telling us where we're at. It's telling us if we're in alignment to our path, or if we're not in alignment to our path. If we're on the right path or not, that is based right here in what we're feeling. And when we feel like crap, what is that really truly saying? Well, it's saying that we have a lot of resistance to what's going on, that we are not, that our soul is feeling differently about what's happening than what our mind is seeing and experiencing. So we have this separation inside of ourselves. So we're not in alignment. So when we don't feel good, when we feel angry, when we feel bitter, when we feel depressed, we feel anxious, this is just showing us that we're out of alignment in here. It's not for us to judge. It's not for us to get super critical about. It's for us to go, okay, Thank you. Thank you, feeling. Thank you, body. Thank you, emotion, for telling me exactly where I'm at, for always being there, always guiding me. Okay? That's all it's doing. It's not there for judgment. So we fall back in love with gratitude for the feeling, and we wipe away judgment. We wipe away the criticism of it. And what happens? Then shit starts happening really good. Then all of a sudden we start manifesting. Then we start creating, because we can really start to tap into that next best feeling, right? So we start to witness, like, okay, well, thank you for that feeling right there to show me that I'm not in alignment. But what feeling would be in alignment? Oh, well, I have this cute little puppy here, and the puppy's making me laugh. Maybe if I just enjoy this puppy for just a second and really allow myself to just like really step in and really play with my dog, really play with my cat, really play with my children. Bake chocolate chunk sour cream banana bread from scratch. Make a mess, laugh, joke. Enjoy that moment. Now we're naturally moving to that next best feeling instead of trying, okay? Here's a word, trying to feel better. I cannot see you guys at all. This is really irritating to me. With the sun. Okay, I can sort of see you guys again. Let's move along. Move around the table. So the problem comes when we try so hard. And when we try, that's resistance. So I want you to look today at your life, your week, at everything that you think you want to accomplish or that you think you don't have time to accomplish, and at what's going on in the world, what's going on in your work, in your relationship, with your health, with your well-being, with your goals, with your dreams. And I want you to really just start to look and say, am I arguing with this polarity, and am I actually causing more resistance to my world, to my life, to my manifestation capability? Or am I fully embracing this and thanking it? Am I loving every single emotion, every single feeling that's coming to me? And then am I limiting that separation? Am I actually bringing everything down and closing that space, closing that void, so that I am full and complete right here, no matter what I'm feeling? Because I'm not going to judge what I'm feeling. I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to accept it. And I love it. So which space are you actually in? Really, truly ask yourself that today. Because this right here, guys, if you can figure out how to close that void down and start loving your emotions and start just loving where you're at and seeing it for what it really means, then you're going to be able to start to consciously create the life that you want. Because you're going to start to notice that trying was just a lot of energy that wasn't needed to be used. That trying was a lot of work that didn't need to happen. You're really just kind of spinning your wheels over there and missing the whole point of what the feeling was trying to teach you, and what the feeling was there for, which was to guide you, to lead you to what you actually needed to know, which was, hey, you're out of alignment. As long as you remain right here, you're only going to keep attracting things that you don't want to you. And that's going to make you feel damn, that's going to make you feel lost. That's going to make you feel unworthy. That's going to make you feel anxious, angry, depressed, sad, isolated. You know, we can be living in a world that has isolation going on in different ways right now. A lot of stay-at-home orders and everything like that, right? And travel bans in place and all of that. But we don't have to be isolated within inside of ourselves. We can be very open. We can be very connective. But we get that openness and that connection by being open here, open in our energy, and connected to our core inside. So our mind and our heart and our body all aligned to our spirit, to God. But that only comes into play when we learn how to close that void, to cause that separation to be no more, or to keep it limited. Okay? So there is the thought of the day. As I was baking banana bread, that's what came up for me, was separation and how we actually do this. And all of our trying is just really not doing us any helping us. It's creating that void. It's creating resistance to the life that you want. And you don't need any more resistance. The world gives us plenty of resistance in so many different ways. This one right here, stop trying so hard to feel better. Instead, learn from whatever you're feeling. Embrace that, thank it, and love it. Love yourself. Step one to loving yourself is accepting whatever you're feeling. Okay, on that note, guys, I have a beautiful 4-week special one-on-one coaching with me. If you are interested, this special will be ending on May 3rd. So don't be one of those people that waits until May 4th to message me and say, hey, Kendall, I really want to do that special. I just can't find it, or the link is broken, or blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Okay. So if you want to work with me one-on-one, this is the time to do it. This is a 4-week private mastermind available to you. I'm going to be doing 4 private calls with you, either here on Facebook or on the phone, whichever you prefer. Okay, and we're going to go through 7 key principles that I have learned over the last 15-20 years of doing the work that I've been doing, you know, of everything in the manifestation world, from relationships and sex and intimacy to money and freedom, living and health and well-being and connection, and building the life, really truly building the life that you want, where you understand all of this stuff. You have the principles there. You got some tools under your belt, and you know how to accomplish creating the world that you want, the life that you want, the relationship that you want. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice to just be able to wake up in the morning and know that you have the Mary Poppins bag right there, that you understand the key elements as to what makes things move forward, how to attract that into your life, how to overcome challenging times like we are in right now, and not even really be fazed by them, because you see a bigger picture. You feel so much more. You are in tune, embodied with who you are, and these polarities. You're like, yeah, I got this because I know what they mean. I understand what they mean. Well, let me guide you over 4 weeks, those 7 principles, so that you can really truly develop that life that you want. Okay, click on the link in the comment section if you are wanting to explore that option. Like I said, this is a once in a lifetime, absolutely crazy as fuck discount. I can tell you that. Like, I even think that I'm a little mental on this one. But click on the link if you would like to work with me, or have ever thought that you might want to work with me on something like this, and we can go through exactly what you want to look at, and I can help build those 7 principles for you around the topic of your choice. Okay, other than to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, or know that I am doing a special on my one-on-one consults here in the area, and that is a deep discount on that. I'm also offering up a 6-foot walk through Arbor Hills Park in Plano to do your consult at. So yes, practicing exactly what I've been preaching to you. Walking, getting out in the sunshine, getting out in nature. And what better way to do a consult and get to know somebody than to take an hour-long walk with them? Get in your steps for the day, soak up the sun, enjoy some laughter, get to know somebody, and enjoying that time. If you're not in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, the special for the consult still applies, but unfortunately, be doing a 6-foot walk. Instead, we're going to be doing a Facebook consult, or we will be doing an actual phone call, whichever you choose. I hope that some of you take me up on that. I have spots for 2 private clients on that right there available currently. And other than that, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys get out and enjoy this beautiful day. If it is beautiful like it is right here for me, please go out, enjoy Mother Nature, put a smile on your face, uses less muscles, tells your brain that you're happy, and if you smile long enough, guess what? Your brain's going to start to go, what are they so happy about? We got to catch up with this. And all of a sudden, you start thinking better thoughts, feeling better feelings, and everything moves forward from there. So put a smile on your face. Don't be afraid to look a stranger in the eyes, and have that smile on your face, mask on or mask off, which make sure that you're smiling, make sure that you're walking, getting out there, enjoying nature. And remember, stop existing, start living, enjoy yourself, know that you're worthy. And I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Love you guys.